Climate change is a hoax! Math is a lie!
Some even think climate change is copyrighted in China. Donald J. Trump, former US President. The concept of global warming was created by and for the Chinese in order to make US manufacturing non-competitive. Dennis Weaver, American actor. We don't have to sacrifice a strong economy for a healthy environment, do we? Except that the hot button issue is now vocal by itself.
唔屬心謙言 Donald Trump.
And its language is neither Chinese nor funny. Naomi Klein, Canadian writer and social activist. Climate change isn't an issue to add to the list of things to worry about, next to healthcare and taxes. It is a civilizational wake-up call, a powerful message spoken in the language of fires, floods, droughts, and extinctions, telling us that we need an entirely new economic model and a new way of sharing this planet, telling us we need to evolve. Then where to stand? E. McPherson, American scientist and professor. If you really think that the environment is less important than the economy, try holding your breath while you count your money. David Suzuki, Canadian TV presenter. If we pollute air, water and soil that keep us alive in war, and destroy the biodiversity that allows natural systems to function, no amount of money will save us. Joe Biden, US President. Climate change is the existential threat to humanity. Unchecked, it's going to actually bake this planet. This is not hyperbole, it's real, and we have a moral obligation. And there is no way out. Conrad Anker, American rock climber and mountaineer. We can take climate change and put it on the back burner. If we don't address climate change, we won't be around as humans. No way out even for money. Abhijit Naskar, Indian neuroscientist and writer. If you don't act against climate change, then no matter how much money you leave for your children, it will not even cover the healthcare bills due to living in an unhealthy planet. A quick on stable decarbonization. Meeting the Agenda 2050 for the transition to renewables will limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees and build our side of the oven. Building resilience to survive the adverse effects of climate change during the transition. Considering climate justice, responsibility is disproportionate and top emitters should assist developing low responsibility countries to compensate for their carbon footprint. Yet many seem to prefer the carbon footprint to any kind of colored print, blue or red, whatsoever. Others seem to protest that the carbon capture technology isn't absorbing dioxide carbon quick enough. Xi Jinping, President of the People's Republic of China. China will strive to peak carbon dioxide emissions before 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality before 2060. This requires tremendous hard work, and will make every effort to meet these goals. Speaking at the COP26 summit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said India would aim for net zero carbon emissions by 2070. Biden's plan puts the US on a path to zero carbon pollution from the electricity sector by 2035 and net zero emissions by 2050. Anyway, the sands are running out and it urges to act. Greta Thunberg, Swedish activist, I want you to act. I want you to act as you would in a crisis. I want you to act as if the house is on fire, because it is. Alexandria Cortez, US politician and activist. We don't have time to sit on our hands as our planet burns. For young people, climate change is bigger than election or re-election. It's life or death. Bo night, the science guy. It is not that the world hasn't had more carbon dioxide. It is not that the world hasn't been warmer. The problem is the speed at which things are changing. We are inducing a mass extinction event kind of by accident, and we don't want to be the extentee. Neil deGrasse Tyson, American astrophysicist and writer. I'm often asked whether I believe in global warming, and I'll just reply with the question, do you believe in gravity? Maker Fellow, American actor. Climate change is the greatest threat to our existence in our short history on this planet. Nobody is going to buy the way out of its effects. Ronald Reagan, former US President. Preservation of our environment is not a liberal or conservative challenge, it's common sense. Mahatma Gandhi, Indian lawyer. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. Tony Blair, former Prime Minister of the UK. Global warming is too serious for the world any longer to ignore its danger or split into opposing factions on it. Sir Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group. Climate change is a huge challenge, but it can be brought in line if governments, businesses, and individuals work together. Leonardo DiCaprio, actor and environmentalist. Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. Desmond Tutu, former Archbishop of Cape Town. 25 years ago, people could be excused for not knowing much or doing much about climate change. Today, we have no excuse. Pope Francis, 266th Catholic Pope. The time for seeking global solutions is running out. We can find suitable solutions only if we act together and in agreement. Ted Turner, American entrepreneur and television producer. While the problem can sometimes seem overwhelming, we can turn things around, but we must move beyond climate talk to climate action. Bo McBain, American environmentalist and writer. We've been given a warning by science and a wake-up call by nature. It's up to us now to hit them.